Hey everybody, it's Derek with Clash in the North here, bringing you a special war recap from the North Watchers clan. We got a random matchup here against FYSB Unbuckled. Obviously a great matchup, great clan in FYSB. One of their feeders will scroll through everything they did to our bases. Just kind of take a look at all of that. Fortunately, with this one, we were able to pull out the win. As you can see, the 84 to 81, really good. They did have one Town Hall 10 above us, or on us, so we both had one Town Hall 11, they had two Town Hall 10s, and we had one. We'll take a look. It was 26 3-stars to 22, so great job to all of the people at Watchers for performing so well. We'll jump into some attacks. First off, probably one of the most impressive attacks we got to see, Firelord Sozin coming in here on their number 3. What's so impressive about this is he was just able, Town Hall 9 to get, it's like 79%. We'll speed through this because who hasn't dropped 2 poisons on a dragon at some point in this game? Now he's just going to come in here with the Queen Walk, and I mean this Queen Walk is just going to take up so much of this base. It just kind of go fluky. He definitely was trying to push her in a clockwise fashion here. When she starts clearing some of this, she ends up wrapping back around and going counterclockwise, which kind of just hurt as far as time wasn't a big issue or anything like that, but just not getting that kind of half of the base taken care of, the other half that he wanted. So we'll go ahead, Queen will take that, just keeps taking out defenses, moving right along. Now she's going to be safe, get healed back up before engaging anything that can hit her again. It's now just the one expo, not a big deal. Takes out the air defense before it does any damage really to the healers. It just keeps moving along. Fortunately now it really does slow down as the Queen just spends beating through all these storages. And this is obviously not what he wanted to get done. Wanted to kind of help that. Smartly drops a wizard to just help clear that high HP trash out of the way. Gets a few extra benefits here, gets that Tesla, drops a rage as needed for that Queen, just heals her back up. She'll be able to just kind of laugh in the face of that expo. At this point the sweeper starts playing a little bit of a game, but as soon as that happens the expo's out of range. Expo does end up killing one of the healers, so a little bit of bad news for him there. Drops that golem down, that's going to be doing all the tanking here for these high level defenses, gets wizards down, creating that funnel, drops a second golem here in the south, and working in. You can already see, before he's even really coming up with this kill squad, he's got 40% of this base taken care of, so percentage is not going to be an issue. It's just all about getting that Town Hall dive at this point. And with 3 golems, he does have a good chance of getting that as this is going through, especially being able to jump right into the Town Hall compartment. So he does have one healer up, which heals up that golem a little bit, does end up going down, but he did have 3 of them, and they're just working on. He gets minions down there, getting just some percentage to boost that up. Queen's doing work, King's doing work, has everything's abilities popped, except still has that Queen's ability. As the Inferno Tower locks on her, both of them, they'll start burning her down fairly quickly, as they are higher level Infernos. Go ahead and pop this ability, get another couple buildings here in just a second, and that'll be the end of that one. As far as the Queen doing any work, that Inferno Tower and Expo and Cannon lock back on her. We will go ahead, forgot if he ran out of time or just ended it, but would have got up to 80%, almost did, but an awesome attack. Next we'll take a look at probably one of the best attackers, if not the best, in Watchers. We have Misfit coming in, doing on their number 13, doing an AQ Walk Go Bajo. We'll go ahead, drop down Queen and healers to take out this whole top section of the base. And she beats through the storage, goes ahead and gets that taken care of. Step up and start taking out point defense. Oops. I I have something open. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. So she's moving around, sends in a couple hogs here to just get those flanking defenses. Really smartly gets that, attempted to get that air defense out of the way and pushes that in just to save his healers. Goes ahead, drops the rage for the queen. She'll easily get through that Tesla farm. Does break a giant bomb path in there, which is also very, very important. Goes ahead and gets some wizards down here at the bottom, working on clearing some trash, just helping to create that funnel to get at that queen. This queen just keeps doing work. He is only at level 22, so it takes a little bit of time to get through everything. Goes ahead and starts blowing up the walls right there and funneling in for his P.E.K.K.A. So that P.E.K.K.A. with a healer is just going to go clear that compartment out, and it's just a really cool thing to see. P.E.K.K.A. under range with a healer, taking out heroes, taking out defenses. Then goes ahead, drops a giant, clears some trash, all doing that to take out, to open that compartment up for his king, so that the king can go ahead and take out a bunch of those defenses, break more, just take out those traps with the king and those Valks. P.E.K.K.A. still doing work, queen's beating through a wall, and just, at this point you can kind of see how the base, he kind of had two spells in the bag just before dropping that heal, and was still just smashing this base piece by piece and section by section, just absolutely clinical in the way he went about this plan. Queen's going to keep on doing her thing. The P.E.K.K.A. starts taking damage now, as that Tesla's doing twice as much damage to it per second there. Starts popping some giant bombs, and has 3 hogs here that as soon as the Arch Tower and Wizard Tower get distracted, they'll run through that jump and take out that Wizard Tower, hop over to the Arch Tower, and knock it out. Tons of wizards that were up or left around for cleanup easily collapse that. So awesome job, Misfit. Next, we have somebody cleaning up one of my terrible raids. We have King coming in on their 11. And that. So he's going to go ahead, put a minion down. He repeated the queen walk that I had done on my failed attack on this base. So it was just he knew exactly where she was going to go and the value that she was going to get. Knows where all the traps are at this time, so able to just perfectly execute a good attack here. Goes ahead, queen's going to step up. She's going to work around in a counterclockwise fashion and just take out all those defenses. Knows he doesn't really need anything in there. There's a bunch of goblins and dragon. It's small units, if not goblins. But there's a dragon in the CC. He goes ahead and zaps this one air defense that's deep inside that base. And going to take out the air defense at the top with the queen walk eventually. And from there is able to, as this queen gets far enough in this walk, we'll be able to unleash that hound in the CC with some loons and the dragon. We go right at the air defense and the other the queen. Wow, talking too hard today. That dragon and air defense and traps take out that hound very, very quickly, but as his dragons come through, he's had a nice little strip for them just to move right on up, clearing, just clear it out the center of that base. There's the second, you can see now, 3 air defense, or all the air defenses are down at this point, just working around as the dragons have taken out the queen. A couple puffs from them got her down. They keep collapsing the rest of this base on the south side. Queen's gonna step up into a Tesla farm here and gonna have to pop her ability. And these are just things that knowing where all these traps are certainly helps. He's gonna go ahead and help out his dragon as much as he can by getting rid of that Expo, and then kind of getting out of range of those Teslas and taking out the Archer Tower. Just anytime you can get those point defense, it's certainly going to help your dragons, as those things do a ton of damage to them. Goes ahead and keeps taking out Teslas, walking around, getting trashed, King's getting more trash, and the dragons are just gutting the center of this base. With only a couple healers, she won't really engage. The queen won't really engage anything that will take her down for any significant amount of time here, especially with the dragons tanking. So they'll go ahead, watch as the dragons go take out the last defense there. Gets us an easy 3-star. Great job, King. Next, we're going to drop down. Got Holy Buck coming in on their 15. Those of you who do not know, Dylan is an alt of Holy Bucks, and he's doing the thing that he knows how to do best, and that's an AQ walk Govaho. So he's going to go ahead, have his queen start taking out these defenses, work that counterclockwise motion. She moves around. She does run into a couple of these storages, so it does take a little bit of time, even with that level 25 king, but not a big deal. Time's not an issue anymore in these attacks. Can go ahead and be very, very patient, get tons and tons of value for this queen walk. So she'll keep clearing those defenses. Now she's just going to walk on her own, take care of the CC as part of the natural progression through things, through her pathing. So ahead sends out a test wall breaker, gets that giant tank, and wants to break into that compartment. As the wall breakers pull that CC, gets that poison down, and the queen's easily going to handle it. Drops a rage perfectly for her, so she's just going to tear through those balloons, and just a couple shots on each one, and a shot on the last couple. So now she can step up, get that town hall, get the expo, and get that air defense, break all that pathing that could be there. Drops his one golem up top and starts creating that wide funnel, things you have to do when you have a Valk raid. So as that funnel's getting all created, doesn't really have a whole lot of damage coming in on the golem. Places that jump perfectly to go right at that queen, and as soon as she starts engaging onto any unit here, the Valk's gonna run right over there, tear through the queen, tear through that Tesla farm, and drops a heal down for them just to keep them going through it. Queen is still working on those storages. It does take a while, just a lot of HP to beat through. Then at this point, as basically one half of this base taken out, just sends in those hogs on the one on our side, backing up his kill squad. Now his kill squad's going to be able to just beat through a wall. Trickles in a few more hogs on some defenses just to distract the couple that can actually hurt his hogs on that side. And just lets them do their thing. Still has a heal spell in the bag and won't even need it. They'll just easily be able to smash all these defenses, grip through this cleanup. As Holy Buck does what he does best, and that's 3-star bases. So awesome job, man. And gets to swag a heal. And now donates me giants in the middle of a recap video. Awesome even more. Last, we'll take a look at one more attack. And we have Alan coming in on their 19. Deweyed another AQ walk Govaho, which, as these lava hounds have gotten very popular in this CC, this has just become a very, very strong attack. Just to kind of get your queen away from the hound and let the Valks go and tear up, gut up the center of this base. He wants to push his queen here in that clockwise motion, just move her around, get her to take out defenses. And as she starts clearing a bunch of these defenses, you'll be able to get the CC lure and trickle in some hogs. This one, I guess, isn't a great example for what I just said, as it did not have a lava hound at the CC, but kind of why this ended up becoming so popular, this attack. Sends in the 3 hogs here, Knows there's a bunch of small stuff in the CC, so drops that poison just to pre-poison that up. And he also knows that there's a double giant bomb right where that CC troop is that you just see go off. So that just helps to take care of all that and just double poisons that CC to get the remaining things taken care of. Goes ahead and rages his queen. As she steps up, she's going to engage a Tesla, the mortar, and the defensive queen. And comes in with his cold-blooded entry at the bottom here. So letting those wizards create a nice wide funnel for him. Gets a great jump spell to get access to all parts of this base. That's going to go ahead and take out the king, as well as some Teslas and the other double giant bomb set. Those hogs here are pretty much just safe. He still has, he has 2 heals for him. So really at any time now, he could go ahead and send in the hogs he does have. And he just goes ahead and targets a few of these outside defenses. And he's kind of already made a path for them, so they're just going to run right through the center of this base and meet up with the queen. So we'll go ahead and keep clearing defenses, running across. And there's just 2 defenses that could even hurt him left at this point. One's shooting a queen that's being healed. As soon as that one goes down, they'll just all swarm over onto the last cannon, and then it's all over but the crying and the swag spells, which Alan will drop both of them because he smashed this base just expertly. So awesome job to everybody at Watchers, and great job to everybody over there at FYSB. You guys are certainly a great clan and all. But until next time, guys, stay frosty.